Joining us now is Nate Tinner-Williams, who is a seminarian, a podcaster, involved in social media as well. And thank you so much for being with us, Nate.
Absolutely. It's good to be here.
Maybe if you could start off by talking about your formation journey. And I know you're with the Josephites, so maybe talk a little bit about that. And people might not know about the Josephites, and maybe let them know about that as well.
Yeah, they should know about the Josephites. The official name is Society of St. Joseph of the Sacred Heart. My formation with them has been pretty unique, given that it's happened entirely during the pandemic. I first met with the vocation director the day that the lockdowns began in New Orleans. I had applied in February 2020 and met with him in March. And then, it's been a long and winding road since then, but I was accepted late last year, entered postulancy, and recently arrived to DC, where our seminary is located.
Okay. That was just a tug that you've had through your life, or something that sort of developed as you get older?
I would say, there's been a tug during my life, but in a sort of roundabout way, because I am a convert. So I felt called to ministry for a long time, but I had to wrestle with it more after I became Catholic to decide, did my vocation change? Was I hearing God correctly when I was not Catholic? And I think the answer has been yes. And it's been a great journey so far.
That's great. Now, talk about how this journalism type, social media, podcasting thing started, and maybe some of the things you're doing now.
Yeah. Well, part of my journey to conversion was reading a lot about Catholic history, and specifically the history of African American Catholics, Black Catholics. And in reading that history, I learned about the history of Black Catholic journalism, which began in the late 19th century. But there hasn't been much going on since then. Yeah. And I was thinking about that during the pandemic after converting and thinking about my vocation. I was thinking, maybe this is something that I could, help get going again.
Yeah.
So I asked around, asked if there was anything happening in that world. And the answer was kind of no. There's some quarterly magazines that are put out, one by my religious community, but nothing more frequent. And so I and a couple of young Black Catholics decided to start a new Black Catholic news website. And so that was how Black Catholic Messenger was born.
This is a great resource, of course, for everybody too, but maybe talk about some of the things that you do with the Black Catholic Messenger and some of the other things.
Yeah, so with my amateur background in journalism, I studied journalism for a few years in college. I guess that qualified me somehow to write news stories. So that's most of our content is my news writing, which comes out about every day. We also have, I think, about a dozen people who write editorials from time to time. And those have been really powerful. Honestly, our most popular pieces have come from them. So I would say they're the heart of BCM. But yeah, just news and commentary. And we started a podcast pretty soon after we founded the website. We don't really have a schedule for it. It doesn't come out super often, but when we feel the call, we do have that platform. So yeah, that's been exciting.
Yeah. As an amateur, you're starting to enjoy it now and starting to get.
Oh my goodness, I love it. It's a lot of work, but I wouldn't trade it for anything.
Yeah. The formation, I just heard you mentioning too, is it 7 years for the formation for Josephite as well?
For me, it is, because I'm starting from scratch pretty much.
Gotcha.
I do have a college degree, but it was in theology at a Protestant school. So 2 years of philosophy at CUA, that's how their program works. And then novitiate 1 year, 4 years of theology. And then, patience until you get ordained.
Yeah. Do you have some future plans for Black Catholic Messenger? What would you like to see, as you continue on with the social media aspect, but also the journalism, maybe even more podcasting?
So I started to throw around a phrase, in my own head at least, that we would be the paper of record for African American Catholics. Yeah. So being able to get to that point, I think, with a staff, paid writers, staff writers even, I think that would be amazing. Having our own, full-fledged media enterprise would be awesome. And I would love if that mixes in with my vocation as well. Since the Josephites serve African Americans, I think it'd be cool.
Excellent. Yeah. Well, thanks for being with us, and actually let people know where they can read some of your articles and editorials as well.
Yeah, we're at blackcatholicmessenger.com. That's also Black Catholic Messenger, our username on Instagram and Facebook, and on Twitter, because our name has to be shorter. It's BLKCATH Stories.
Okay. All right.
And podcast is also YouTube, Black Catholic Messenger.
Okay. Awesome. Thanks, Nate, so much for being with us, and God bless on your journey, your vocation journey as well. All the best to you.
Thank you very much.
Thanks.